Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today, Monday, January 13th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Like all of a sudden I get distracted when I come on here. Rare Rebel is what we're using for today. You probably hear the cats meowing at the door. They decided to switch our early day to Tuesday instead of Monday. So it was nice to get up normal this morning and go into work. But then you realize, oh, tonight I have to go to bed early to get up early tomorrow. Right. Right. I forgot about that part. We got one on the table. Some random noise for your pleasure. I came home, fed the cats right away, closed my bedroom door because I can't let them get in there because I got to go to bed when I got to go to bed. I don't have time for shenanigans. We got 2 on the table. Three on the table. Four on the table. 5 on the table. It was really slow today. I mean, it was good that they had us come in at our normal time instead of early because it was slow this morning. To the point where I wanted to offer to use my vacation to go home. I hate using my vacation like that. We got 6 on the table. Eight on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. One more shuffle. I lied. Let's do one more. Absolutely the last one. When I said that on the last one, I was like, last one? Really? Last one? 9 on the table. All right. Top of the deck. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Top of the deck is money moves, divine masculine energy, and spiritual upgrade. Bottom of the deck is lovers and karmic partner. Yeah, that's not what we want to see. I'm going to set this on the sill. Okay. So we got 10 with bottom of the deck. Connect to spirit. I think my 2 nails might fall off tonight. I had my thumb fell off at work. Divine feminine energy. Throat chakra. Trust your gut. Energy vampire. This came out in the reverse. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Wealth and abundance. Slow down. I love that turtle. I love him. Or her. Soul contract. Let it go. Pickles, why are you crying? Crown chakra. Bottom of the deck. Hold on one second. I don't know what they're doing out there. They're monkeying around. Okay. Yeah, I saw what you did there, sir. Now I got 2 cats in here. Oh, Homer. Homer. What are you doing? Get up on the bed and lay down. Get up on the bed and lay down. All right. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Pickles, knock it off. These cats, I swear to God. I never should open the door. Never should open the door. All right. Divine feminine energy could be a masculine and feminine energy. Everybody has masculine, everybody has feminine. I do, you do, everybody does. A feminine energy. Someone is going to have to trust their gut when this energy vampire comes in. Now, it was in the reverse. So, for me, it's this person isn't considered that probably by other people, but you would consider this person an energy vampire. Like, other people probably don't even think about it, but this would be somebody that you know, like when you are around them or you were around them, like you would just feel very tired, just like they would sap all your strength, you know. This is someone that's gonna come back around because they consider you wealthy and abundant, whether you are or not, whether you think you are or not. This person thinks you are. This person wants to slow down a soul contract coming in for you. They actually want you to let it go. They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to accept it. And they don't want you to use your crown. They don't want you to use your third eye. They're hoping that when they come in to have some type of... That's Mrs. Pickles in the litter box. When they come in to have some type of conversation, that you're going to accept them back as a friend, a lover, a family member, whatever this person is to you, that you're not going to have anything negative to say to them. Like, if this is someone from your past that, like, hurt you or you guys fell out because you weren't getting along, like, they just feel like they're going to slip right back in and, like, someone's not going to say anything. Like, you're not going to say anything. And again, it doesn't even matter if you are wealthy or abundant, or if you consider yourself wealthy or abundant. This person is looking at you or hearing things about you, and they're like, I need to be next to that. Like, I need to be next to that so that rubs off on me so I can get a little taste of that. Pickles, do you want out? I don't think so. So here's my thing on the soul contract. Like, if this person starts hanging around and you tell them to buzz off, Homer, do you want out? These cats are killing me. Come on. Come on. Go on. Poor baby Homer. What? Oh my God. Cats are driving me nuts. Come here, Homer. Come here, baby. I know. I know. If this person starts hanging around, sorry for all the distractions. If this person starts hanging around, I think God would slow down this contract coming in for you anyway until this person's gone. Now, if this person comes at you and you tell them to buzz off and they buzz off, then I don't think it's going to delay this one bit. Just honestly, I don't think it will, because I don't care if this is someone doing hoodoo, voodoo bullshit. You guys know how I feel like that. I feel about that. It's there. No one can take away from you what is divinely given. If if God, your angels, your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones all get together and say, "Hey, so and so has worked so hard, like they're just doing the best they can down there. They're helping others, they're healing, they're trying to heal others, like let's send them the best counterpart we possibly can." I was going to say lover, but that's really not, because you would want more than a lover. The best counterpart we can find. Once that is like set in stone via the divine, who, like, nobody can take that away from anybody else. That's just my opinion. Now, whether it gets delayed or not, like, it could get delayed because you're talking about human beings. You're talking about a human being. So in my mind, the only way that this is going to get slowed down is if there's an issue with this other person, this counterpart. Or if you were to have someone hanging around that God's like, no, like, get rid of them. And you do get rid of them, but you don't, you know what I mean? Like, because you can't control other people. Then it might be slowed down. It might be delayed. I just personally don't believe that anybody can stop that, even with hoodoo, voodoo bullshit. I just don't. I don't. Homer, you want out now? All right, let's try this one more time. Do you want out? Do you want out, baby? Come on. Come on, baby. Oh my God. All right. There's nothing for you to let go. Do you know what I mean? Like, this comes in for you, it's for you. And I think you're going to know. You're going to be divinely guided. Soul contract, you don't think that you don't think that there's going to be a vibe about it, you know? People like this really just like stick in my craw because these are people that are very ego driven, and they just think like they're the end all be all and that they can control anything and everything. Honey, you do not control God, you do not control the divine, and therefore you cannot control anybody else. A mirage will always be a mirage. A facade will always be a facade. It's just, and I'm gonna use it as an example because I always do. The ex best friend that sexually assaulted me twice. Like, did she think that I would never find out like her plans for me? Sexually assaulting me, trying to get me into a polyamorous relationship with her and a man, trying to get me to quit my job, move in with her, be with her 24/7 like some kind of slave. Did she think that like I was going to fall for that? Like that she really thought that I was that stupid, that I didn't know what was going on. Like she just thought she had that much control over one human being that I was just going to let her fucking destroy my life and turn me into some subhuman entity. And the sad part is before she sexually assaulted me the first time in June in my for my birthday in 2022, I knew. Like I was getting hints. I was getting hints and I kept letting it happen because in my mind I needed more and more proof, because we're talking about my ex-best friend who in fact was an energy vampire. Anytime I was with her, I would fall asleep within a half an hour. Like I couldn't function when I was with her. Seriously. Forget about being drunk or high. Like just normal. Like I would fall asleep and I would sleep and sleep and sleep. Like she was sapping the energy right out of me. Only person to do that. But she seriously thought that she had that much control over me. That I would quit my job, move in with her, work for her, take care of her, have sex with her, have sex with whoever she told me to have sex with. Probably she would get paid for that. I really seriously think she was going to traffic me. I seriously think that was the plan. Like people like that, people like this, like where do you where like first of all, mentally ill. You're mentally ill if you think like you you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these things don't happen to people, right? Women, men, they get kidnapped, they get raped, they get they're hostage for, months, years. Kids turn into young men and they find out that that's not their parents. They were kidnapped when they were little. Like all kinds of crazy stuff happens. But to think that you were going to have that much control over me, a 42-year-old woman at the time, who was your best friend of 30 plus years. Obviously, we weren't best friends looking back on it, but someone that had their own life. I was getting a divorce. I had been in relationships before. I was on my second home. I had owned a home previous to that one. Now I own my third home. I've bought more than one car before. Like you thought you had that much control over me? Honey, You should have waited to see how much control I would have had over you. We're talking about a woman that she never paid for anything a day in her life. She bought her condo. She got that paid off by suing somebody when she got in a car accident. All of her friends pay her bills for her. Her car is always provided for by her father. He pays for her car. I can't tell you what she worked. What did she work? 10, 12 years at the bank before she went on disability? Because again, she's in a wheelchair. And ever since then, she lived off the state of Illinois and now the state of Wisconsin. And again, everybody pays for everything for her. So we're talking about someone that can't function on their own. And it makes sense because if you're living on disability, you probably couldn't even afford rent at this point or a mortgage. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you're getting, but we're talking about someone literally dependent on people and figuratively because she, conned people into paying for all her shit. Whereas I'm the exact opposite. I've paid for all my shit. I work for all my shit. I'm 44 and I've been working since I was 18. Before I was 18, I had little odd summer jobs here and there with my mom, wherever she worked. Like, I've always worked. I've always taken care of myself. That's what I was taught. That's how I was raised. Like, this is someone that can't function on their own and they think that they can have control over someone else. Like, this is someone so much in their ego they think they can control everything. Like, do you not know how the world works? Do you not know how things work out there? Because it's kind of funny to me, but it's very naive energy. And people would be like, oh, that's not naive, that's someone that's strong-minded, like, ooh, they, like, they're very powerful, like, they, no. Someone that feels like they need to be in control all the time, someone that is so much in their ego that they think that they can do whatever they want to whomever they want whenever they want. No. Again, mentally ill, because you're bordering on narcissistic, or you are narcissistic at that point. So mentally ill. And no, you don't. I don't think that that's someone to admire at all. Someone that exhibits that type of behavior is very sad to me. Because again, I consider myself pretty successful. I consider myself, like, I take care of myself. I took care of my ex-husband 99% of the time when we were together for 11 years. I paid for everything for 9, 10 of those years. Me. I don't live in my ego. I don't think I'm the shit. I call myself the humble hermit for a reason, because I'm humble. I'm humbled by God. I'm humbled by humanity. I'm humbled by the world. I'm humbled by you. Like, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think I'm in control of anyone or anyone's life. I wouldn't want to be. Why would I want to be? I hold tight to my own. Everybody else can deal with themselves. Nobody else is my problem. My cats. It's a very sad energy to me, somebody that is that much in their ego, that they think that they can control other people's lives, that they think that they have a say in what the divine does. And it just goes back to my original point, which I've said over and over again for like the last, I don't even know, 6 months. I can't remember when we started talking about this. This is someone that doesn't believe in God. This is someone that doesn't believe in the divine. They don't believe that their ancestors are up there helping them. They don't believe in angels. They don't believe in God. Nothing. This is someone void. This is a void. Because if you believed in God, you wouldn't behave like that. You too would be humble, right? It's someone that thinks that there's no repercussions, whatever, for their actions. Like, I can just do whatever the fuck I want. There's no God. Nobody's watching me. That's not true. He literally watches everything, everything. I mean, he turns a blind eye to the naughty bits. He probably still listens a little bit, He's got to get his jollies too, right? I don't know. He sees everything. They see everything. Yeah, it's just a very sad energy to me. And again, it just reminds me of the ex-best friend and just completely mentally ill. Like, completely. This is someone that doesn't want you or this feminine energy to connect to spirit. I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching me on the regular, I'm assuming you have a relationship with God. I'm assuming you believe. I'm assuming you pray. I'm assuming you talk to God. Whatever you do, however you connect, I'm assuming you do. How are they going to stop that? Tamper with your dream state? Oh, I keep hearing that in readings. Like, oh, they're trying to get at you through your dream state. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I personally have experienced that. Um but what do you think you're going to get out of my dreams? Like, the dreams, the visions? Okay, but do you know what they mean? Cuz you're not me. You think you're just going to get in there and get all my thoughts and whatever you can find in there, you're just going to rip it all out of there? I don't really believe that that happens either, if you want me to be honest. They could sure as fuck try. Um, I had some crazy things happen in my condo last year. I've told you guys before, I bought video cameras and stuff like that. And ever since I did that, like, they've pretty much stopped, other than the issue with the mirror. Um, God, when did that first happen? September? September, October, when the mirror fell in my bedroom. Um, and I watched a reading where they said, like, oh, something about, like, you have a jinn, you have, like, cover your mirrors, a jinn is trying to get through. And I was like, oh honey, it already came through, it's here. Like, that was my first thought when I heard that. And the funny thing was, like, a month and a half later, this mirror here on my, I can't really, you can kind of see it, it's right here on the side wall here. Down here, about like a month and a half, somewhere in there, after the mirror fell in my bedroom, um, there was some type of blood on my mirror. And yeah, you could say it was one of the cats, but like I never found anything on any of the cats, like no scratches or anything like that. Like I'm always rubbing their bellies and their arms. I'm always playing with their legs, and I was like there was no scratches on them. So where'd the blood come from? And it wasn't mine. I know it wasn't mine, but so I believe, in supernatural things, obviously. Of course I do. I've had so many supernatural things happen to me my whole life. For me to not believe would be crazy. Like all the things that I've seen and heard and felt, no, it would just be crazy for me to like, oh, like that was just fake. That was just, like that didn't happen. But for somebody to like control your dream state, I just don't think so. And like I said, I've been covering my third eye and my crown. Every once in a while I forget. Um, but I've been covering and going to sleep, and um I've been sleeping so much better. I've been having more I've been remembering more dreams, and I've been having visions and things like that. So, a lot more than I was before. So, I'm going to continue to cover when I go to sleep. Um but I think a lot of that too is just like when you're not picking up on those things, it's you're blocking yourself, if you want me to be honest. Because I don't really believe anybody else can control your dream state. I just don't. You can call me stupid, but I just don't. Again, I think when this person comes in, like you're gonna go with your gut, you're gonna access deny this person. Because again, I don't think it's gonna have any effect on this coming in. And honestly, I think you're gonna tell this energy vampire to, what is it, kick rocks, and you're gonna let them go. Like finally for good, for the last time. Like, okay, we're done here. Like maybe you didn't get to say it before, now you're gonna get to say it. And don't, wealth and abundance. You see this on reads a lot too. People coming back from the past because they think you're wealthy and abundant, and they want a little something, something. And of course, everybody, you know, is going to have their own reasoning and whatnot. But me personally, no. No, 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 no. If you haven't been with me these last 2 to 3 years on my journey, um, if you thought the grass was greener somewhere else, and that doesn't even necessarily mean a lover, that goes for family, that goes for friends. Friends leave friends because they think another friend is better. If you felt that way, then you know what? Stick to where you wanted to go. Just keep on going in that direction. You do not need to turn around and look at me. I'm already, 20, 30, 40 miles ahead of you. You can just keep going that way. Like I don't. Nope. It's kind of funny too because I even though I don't necessarily get along with my family, and I haven't really been in contact with my family for the most part, um If I ever had the means, I would probably pay off my parents' house for them. But other than that, like, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. And I wouldn't give them any more than that. Because quite honestly, they'd probably try and fuck up that. Well, just give me the cash and I'll pay the house off. Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that before. Like, give me the money and I'll put it towards this, but then it never goes towards this, and then I end up in debt anyway. I've heard that a million times. But other than that, and other than paying off my own condo, if I had the means, like, a lot of my money would be saved. A lot of my money would go towards investments. A lot of my money would go towards donation, because that's what I do. I like to give to my favorite charities. But yeah, like, people from the past, fuck them. I don't know any other way to say it. Fuck them. Your wealth and your abundance is yours, just like mine is mine. I the only other person I feel like I really would want to take care of is the ex-husband. That and I wouldn't even like take care of them, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd give him a little something. I'd give him a little something. But other than that, no. Like, my wealth and my abundance is mine to do with as I see fit for me. Old friends coming in from the past, oh yeah, like, let's get together, let's do lunch. No, no. Do lunch with your other friends. Where have you been? You know? Like, where have you been the last 2, 3 years? And don't get me wrong, I'm talking about friends like that, like, we just like parted. I'm not talking like friends that like I cut off. Like, friends that I cut off, if they came back, I would be like, "Why are you here? I told you to fuck off." Like, seriously. Anyway, you're going to do what you want with your wealth and abundance, but I'm just saying. And it's not that you shouldn't share that with others. It's be mindful of who you're sharing it with. Because again, people will hang on to friendships, to family members, thinking that in the end they're going to get something. I have a story I wish I could tell you, but I always promised myself I wouldn't talk about my immediate family, because I don't want them to have anything to do with what I have going on career-wise. So I don't talk about them, very little about them, and definitely not negative, or as little negative as possible. But yeah, families. Anyway, I hope this resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a lovely Monday evening. I will be on in the morning. I will do affirmations. As far as I know, I'm going to be off Wednesday, so I will do the readings tomorrow evening. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Wednesday. If I'm going to do anything extra, or I wanted to do some, I call them picture reads, where I do where I pull cards and then I just take a picture and I say what I see and feel. And I wanted to do a bunch of those because I haven't done those in a while, and I kind of like them because it's less draining for me, even though this really isn't that draining. But whatever. Less interactive for me. I don't know. Anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely Monday evening and a fabulous Tuesday. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.